everyone, and welcome to Goodrich Field in Anoka for CTN's live coverage of high school football. It's week 5 of the 2024 season as the Cardinals come to face Anoka at their homecoming. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro up above, and Howie, the Tornadoes coming off a lopsided loss at the hands of Maple Grove. It's homecoming night. They're going to be fired up coming in.
They're going to be angry. They're going to want opportunity to wreak some vengeance of their own. I'm going to say something about this night. Football should not be played in this weather. I should not be sweating before a football game. But that, nonetheless, this is a monumental task for Coon Rapids. You know, it doesn't get easier. This is a number 10 rated team in the metro area, and like you said, it's homecoming. They're going to be excited. Yeah,
they are 2-2, but still hanging on in the top 10. 3 teams in the Northwest Suburban Conference in the top 10. Coon Rapids will face them in the next 3 weeks. In Anoka next week at home against Maple Grove, and then Blaine. And for Coon Rapids, it's been a tough season and some unexpected bumps along the way. They lose one of their top playmakers, and they look to a sophomore to try and pick something up and move something forward for this offense.
Well, that's Aiden Snow, and he's just a sophomore. He's had a little bit of experience this year. He does have a touchdown pass, but Coach Rustin says he's got a great arm. He's got arm skills, got the talent. Maybe they designed their offense to run the ball to throw the ball a little bit more. Let him go. The key for that is his line up front has to protect him.
Yeah, not a ton of completions, but he did have the 87-yard touchdown last week. Gavin Sayedeth, all he does is catch touchdowns. He's got 3 catches, 2 of them for touchdowns of 60 or more yards. Yep. So the Cardinals would love to see that happen again as well. But on the flip side, you've got a team in Anoka that lost week 2 on a defensive touchdown by St. Michael in the final 4 minutes. And then, again, a lopsided loss. They were down 48-0 at the half last week against Maple Grove. But they're an offense that puts up 150 yards or more on the ground every week.
Oh, we've been covering Anoka for a long time, and you know they love to run the ball. Zach Welch is that running back, averaging almost 150 yards, 6 touchdowns on the season. He is a force, and the Cardinals defense going to have their work cut out with him. It's not just him, but they have to know where number 16 is on the field at all times.
Well, and Podani will throw the ball a lot. He has 6 touchdowns, but unfortunately also 5 interceptions.
Yep.
So that is a vulnerability for the Tornadoes. They throw the ball almost as much as they pass it, a little bit less, but they've been turned over a lot. And the Cardinals need to start creating some opportunity for themselves at this point of the season as well.
Yeah, and Anoka plays strong on defense. You wouldn't know by the score last week. However, they faced Maple Grove, the number 1 team. So Cardinals, again, they're going to have to figure out a way to move their offense, control the clock, and really keep the offense of Anoka off the field as much as possible.
Well, we kick the ball off right after this. It's Coon Rapids and Anoka from the Pumpkin Bowl on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected. And we look forward to 10,000 more.
And Young, to get us underway, puts the boot into it, and it's a good one. Back into the end zone. Ethan Massman went across the goal line, so a touchback. And Anoka will start from their own 20-yard line.
And this is where we're going to see that offense for Anoka, and they shine. And what the Cardinals need to do is the second key on Coach Russin's list was we have to stop the run, and I think they would have to slow down the run here. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop it efficiently, but if they can slow it down and limit the amount of offensive plays that Anoka runs, they've got an opportunity.
Podani will start out of the pistol with 3 receivers on the left side. Both go in motion. I'm sorry, they were on the right side. Now they're on the left side. Quick pass, left side is complete. And a solid pickup on first down to Trey Borchers. And he's out of bounds. yards after a gain of 8.
Bryce Karen knocking him out of bounds. And again, just you get that flow to that right side or the left side.
And right back on the move, they hand off to Welch. He breaks away from a shirt tackle and gets a first down out close to the 45-yard line. Gain of about 17.
Well, I'll tell you, he was one tackle away from maybe breaking that one. Lance Hill brought him down and was able to bring him, but he had some clear sailing if he was able to get past.
Tornadoes not slowing down at all. Rolling to the left as Padani wants to throw and does. Complete to Borchers. A first down into Coon Rapids territory, out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, just a really nice throw on the run by Padani. And Borchers, throwing the ball where only he can catch it. Does a nice job of working to the sideline. That pass is perfect, out of bounds, move the chains.
Continue no huddle. Pitch goes to Welch, left side. Good blocking in front of him. He bounces back to the inside, and he's down inside the 20. Another first down for Anoka. They'll put him at the 16.
Well, that's why he averages over 7 yards a carry and almost about 147 yards per game, is that he does not go down by first contact. You really have to be able to wrap him up. He's going to shed tackles, and he's going to make life difficult for opposing defenses.
26-yard gain. And Anoka is in the red zone for the first time on this opening drive. Bergen is now the new deep back. Oh, sorry, that's Mossman, the deep back. He gets the carry.
A quick little one up opportunity to pick up some nice yardage on that play. Picks up 4.
Second and 6 from the 12. Welsh back in. They go to the air. This is picked off. A great play on the ball by number 9.
Number 9.
Bryce Karen.
Again, that was a great play by Karen. He just stepped in front of the pass was a little bit off. And it just went off of the hand of the receiver and right into Bryce Karen. And I'll tell you, club and all, he made sure he caught that ball.
And a huge turnover down inside the 5-yard line as the Tornadoes really came out on a roll. And they ran into what has been their nemesis so far through the season is interceptions, turnovers.
Well, this is definitely a test for the young sophomore quarterback. You're backed up against your own end zone. You want to try and get a little bit of space to work in. And as a defense, Anoka's going to know that, and they're going to pressure.
Jeremy Adi on first down picks up a yard. He's 2nd and 9 from the 4.
Getting the coach, getting play in from Coach Russin. Yeah, when we talked this morning, Coach and I, and he has so much confidence in this young man, feeling that he's got the opportunity to lead the offense. He's very possibly the future at that position for Coon Rapids, and he's sure getting a test tonight.
Has time on 2nd down, looks, has a man, complete. No, incomplete. A great play on the ball by Mossman to break it up, and that was Gavin Sayediff. And if he was able to secure it, he may be turned and gone for another long touchdown.
Oh, that's, I mean, again, concentration on the ball. He had it in his hands first, but as you mentioned, Mossman with a great play coming over, getting a hand in there, knocking the ball away, and now making it 3rd and long, deep in your own territory for the Cardinal offense.
They saw Santa clearly had the ball between both of his paws and wishing he could have that one back. And they got 5 yards right there. Good call by the young quarterback.
Well, and again, it gets him out of trouble a little bit, gives him 5 more yards, a little more territory to work with, and makes the 3rd down a little bit easier.
Again, Anoka got the opening kick, and they were marching right down deep into Coon Rapids territory. before an interception by Price Karen. Now on 3rd and 4 from the 9.
So this is where you miss Danny Scheller. You miss his ability to break tackles in open space.
Snow drops back, looks over the middle, pass incomplete. Went right through the hands of Joitza.
We'll see the replay on that. To me, it looked like that was a pass that I thought was thrown pretty well. Yeah, I mean, it's a little high, but he's got to come down with that one. Keep the chains moving. Unfortunately, they're going to punt from deep in their territory. But nonetheless, it was a nice job by the defense at the very end of that first drive by Anoka to get the turnover. Unfortunately, the offense not able to move the ball in their first drive, and they'll give Anoka pretty good field position to start drive number 2.
Kamari Hibbler standing at the Coon Rapids 41-yard line, awaiting the punt. Tornadoes will bring the pressure. Good boot from Jackson Young. Will bounce, but get out of bounds. No, it's going to keep rolling along that sideline and get out of bounds just shy of midfield. And Anoka's offense will get the ball back. No damage done. After Coon Rapids 3-0.
Talked to their head coach too, and and he knows that this is an opportunity to kind of bounce back from that loss to Maple Grove, but he's got to be concerned that they don't turn the ball over. And that was a big key here. That obviously most likely should have had 7 points on their first drive.
Yeah, Maple Grove, the only undefeated team in the Northwest Suburban. Just one team at 3-1, and that is Blaine, who they are playing tonight. Run left side doesn't go far. Good attack from Luke Duchesne.
Samson LeClaire. Samson LeClaire with the tackle machine for this Coon Rapids squad.
That sounded much more right.
Yeah.
Will pitch on the inside for Trey Borchers. A nice pickup. He's going to be just shy of a first down. It'll be 3rd and short.
I'll tell you, a heck of a block by Welch there for Anoka. Just clearing a little bit of room here. See if you can see him in your picture, number 16. You just see it there, but able to hold up the edge and allowing him to gain that extra yardage. And they're going to give him the first down.
So they did give him the first down. It was right at the marker.
Yep. Nice run.
Move him. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff goes to Welch. Stiff arm, and he's dragged down. Samson LeClaire already his 3rd tackle this first quarter.
Well, he leads the team in tackles at 32 coming into the game.
Anoka offense does not slow down. Continue to move the ball and effectively. Another short 3rd down coming up.
That was a Beckway doing a nice job, just picking up a little bit of yardage, getting it to 3rd and close.
Third and about a yard. Will pump fake, will double move, trying to go to the corner, overthrown and nearly intercepted again. Lance Hill had that one just out of his reach. But on 4th and short, the Tornadoes will keep the offense on the field. Yeah, Borchers double covered. Both Cardinals with a better chance to get to that ball than he did.
Well, now it's
I guess 4th and 2.
I think you give it to 16. He averages 7 yards a carry.
I would assume that's the call, and it is. And he's going to have the first down and plenty more. Cuts back, spins free, and dives. Touchdown, Anoka.
I mean, we talked about it. One tackle is not going to bring him down. He is so powerful with the run, and And again, he keeps his legs moving, just kind of playing bumper pool with the defenders from Coon Rapids as he makes his way to the end zone.
Yeah, huge hole off the left side. Doesn't really see meaningful contact until the 12. Spins off the tackle. It keeps going. 2 Cardinals go down. He dives into the end zone for the 16-yard score. And an interesting lineup is effective as Mossman gets in for the score. Technically a pass, I suppose, on the little shovel pass from Pedani.
I mean, again, you talk about not contact a little bit later downfield, but just spinning off defenders as he's able to stretch and roll into the end zone for the score. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year to go along with 1 receiving tally on the season as well.
Yeah, he's got, what, 14, 15 catches through 4 games, so he gets a lot of touches.
Yeah.
He touches the ball 20-plus times a game.
Absolutely, yeah. 15 catches for 102 yards, and that score averages almost 7 yards a reception. So Anoka will draw first blood here tonight, Joe. And
so their offense has moved the ball effectively twice already in this first quarter. The second time ending in the end zone. First one, a turnover deep in Cardinal territory.
Well, we'll see how the offense responds for the Cardinals. Led by Aiden Snow. We talked about getting his first varsity start as a sophomore. Of course, Danny Scheller got hurt after last game, and he was on crutches after, so tough loss for the Cards, but it's next man up.
Homish's kick, fielded from the 9. Jeremy Oddie finds a nice seam and gets out across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
A lot better starting field position than their last drive. Although, of course, the last drive was given to them by a turnover from the defense.
We'll see if the defense or the offense operates any differently. Really, Aiden Snow made a couple of passes that were close, if not on the mark, and should have been caught in that first possession. This one, though, batted down and nearly turned into an interception touchdown for Luke Tasheen.
Well, that would have been a disaster there. Yeah, and Tasheen doing a good job of just getting in that passing lane and knocking it down.
Harold Berry, the lone receiver on the right side, 3 up top. They'll throw that way, complete to Joitza on the little bubble screen. He gets some blocks, breaks free, and now he's behind the defense and on the run. He's going to even the score, or at least get him 1 step closer. This is a 70 or 68-yard touchdown catch and run for Joitza.
Just what the doctor ordered for Coon Rapids. A great job by Joitza. I mean, and again, he kind of bounced off a tackle, and he's got some deceptive speed as he's able to get into a little bit of open field, and nobody was going to catch him at that point. Coach Russin, very happy, comes over and congratulates his player for a job well done.
Well, and again, you start on that top side with 3 receivers. The other 2 receivers did a phenomenal job of blocking for him downfield, even after he got behind the defense, making sure he was not going to be caught from behind. Young's extra point is good. It's a 1-point game.
Oh boy, a great answer. Great answer by the Cardinals. Again, they were able to make something happen. Just a swing pass, and look at the job, the blocking there, getting him past that first wave of defenders. And there's a missed tackle, a couple of missed tackles, but once he gets in open space, Joe, nobody was going to catch him.
Harold Berry all the way up from being that lone receiver on the right side to help with that blocking way downfield. Make sure that his teammate was going to get to the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you that
just 2 plays in 24 seconds. That's an answer.
That is definitely an answer, and one that the Cardinals definitely needed, because they have a shot in this game. They're going to need to keep this score close. That was Snow's second touchdown pass of the season.
Afia Bigway and Ethan Mossman are the deep men awaiting the kick from Jackson Young. Mossman will take it from the 4. Looking for blocks up the left side, gets some and has a seam out across the 35, breaks a tackle and out close to midfield before finally being dragged out of bounds.
I think he got hurt at the end of that play too. I think he was taken down by Cummings-Coleman. But I think taken out hard at the end of that. Great job just picking the opportunities for him, and he's just going to pull away. But Karen and Cummings-Coleman on the tackle and the special teams play, and yeah, I think he felt he was hit a little late.
Going to put the ball right at midfield.
Yeah, so hopefully he's okay. He's a big cog in their offense.
And special teams,
and special
obviously.
Teams, yeah. And defense as well.
Tornadoes offense already in fantastic field position, starting from midfield. Pitch goes to Welch, left side. Good blocking in front of him. Gains the corner, but forced out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Going to give him a gain of about 7 on that. Six carries, 89 yards for Welch already. We're not even out of the first quarter. He's more than halfway to his average for a game. He's pretty good.
Also has their lone score.
Yep.
He's the lone setback on 2nd and 3 from the 43. Bunch formation on the left side. Going the other way, Padani airs it out. That pass caught by Ebekwe. He's into the end zone. And Anoka lights it up quickly. Just 2 plays to go 50 yards.
I'll tell you, Ebekwe did a really nice job of getting behind the defense. And that's a heck of a throw by Padani. He's able to loft it up and over as Ebekwe's being carried by one of his teammates. But again, just does a nice job of using his speed to get behind the defense. And then Podani, who's got plenty of time in the pocket, just kind of lost one over the defender, and he's got to lead him a little bit. Nice fingertip catch, but he's able to hold on to it and not fall inbounds. We missed that one.
The kick by Homish is wide left and short, so no good, but 14-7.
Yes. Been a lot of scores. We've had 3 touchdowns
scores,
already.
3 scores in the last 5 offensive plays.
Again, just a really nice pass. I mean, that got him there, but Demillion Jones was on the coverage.
3 touchdowns in less than a minute off the clock.
That's crazy.
About 45 seconds
crazy.
off the clock.
Of course, big crowd here tonight with homecoming.
Let's go!
Tornadoes looking to be victorious in their homecoming. Cardinals looking to play the spoiler.
Well, I don't think Coon Rapids really wants to turn this into a heavyweight bout, punch, counter punch.
No.
But Anoka apparently stepped up and was ready to play that game.
Yeah, definitely.
Can the Cardinals answer again is the question.
That is definitely the question.
Still, we're not even midway through this first quarter.
It's crazy.
Seen a lot of action already. This one's taken from the 17 by Adi, looking for room, right side, cuts back, looking for white jerseys to follow, gets out across the 35 to the 36.
Yeah, does a nice job with the return. Pretty good field position for Coon Rapids to start their next drive. You know, Joe, we talk about this, you know, maybe they're going to pass a little more, which they've seen it, but they also need to try and run the ball. Just kind of keep the defense guessing a little bit if they can. It's easier said than done, but if they can mix up the game plan a little bit. But so far, pretty good start for the sophomore.
Still with two receivers on the left. Will drop back, throw right. That's incomplete. Low looking for Harold Berry.
Yeah, that pass was just one he'd like to have back. Just threw it in the dirt.
And clearly, Coon Rapids going to take their time.
Absolutely.
Work with that young quarterback. On the flip side, Padani is a quarterback that took over midway through his sophomore year, and now in his senior campaign has over 4,400 yards. He's used to running that offense, and they have moved very, very quickly when they have been in possession. 2nd and 10. Long ball down the right side, looking for Harold Berry. Tightly covered step for step. Rothram, the defender. Maybe a little bit of a bump, but no flag. Will bring up 3rd down.
Well, Snow's getting the protection up front, and that's exactly what he needs, especially for a young quarterback. You want to give him some confidence and let him develop some things, but you got to keep him clean.
Able to get him to jump on 3rd down on their opening possession. Going to jump this time on 3rd and 10. Pass is incomplete. Over the middle, looking for Harold Berry again.
Yeah, that's a flag on the defense, I think, for pass interference. And Harold Berry was looking for it, and he did get the call. So I'll keep the
it's a big penalty for the Cardinal offense. We'll move them into Anoka territory and give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and they'll certainly take it. I mean, he was defender all over him. That was Parker Seaman.
Handoff goes to Adi, slips a couple of tackles in the backfield. Able to get a short gain, maybe 2.
Well, and then he tried to spin to the inside, and there are too many maroon jerseys there. Maybe they're scarlet. Not sure.
That's definitely not scarlet.
No.
Scarlet is a bright red.
Oh, scarlet is a bright red. So but does it look like a maroon?
It is definitely, most definitely maroon.
Okay, all right. I just
closer to mauve than it is.
I should have just stopped at the first one. I was right the first time. I should have just stopped.
It's not at all mauve, but it's closer to mauve than it is to scarlet.
Marvelous.
Mauve would be a deep reddish purple.
Yeah.
2nd and 8 for the Cardinals from the 47 of Anoka. Swing pass goes to Adi. It's low, incomplete, or was it backwards?
Was it behind him? Yeah, it was behind him.
Backwards pass and a fumble?
And that's not what it is.
No, incomplete pass.
That was close.
But again, Coon Rapids in the 3rd and long. Their third down all have been third and long situations. This is the shortest at third and 7. Well, the third and 9 on their opening drive did turn into a third and 4.
Right.
But you see where I'm going.
I do see where you're going.
Third and 7. Third and 8, excuse me, from the 47. Snow looks to his left, blitz coming, ball stripped. Tornado's able to scoop it up and return it inside the 30-yard line. Just all kinds of pressure, and they get the strip sack. Javen Starks able to get the recovery.
Well, you're going to see with defense, they brought the house there, and Jeremy Addy could not do anything to stop that, and then that ball came, actually dropped by Snow.
Michael Chamberlain with the strip sack. Starks the recovery and returns to the 29-yard line, and again, Anoka taking over in plus territory. Fourth drive of the game, and 3 of them have started at midfield or better for Anoka. And this one's going to be a short drive. Did they get him down? No, they did not.
He's going to drag every...
Brody Rush on the carry, drags a couple of would-be tacklers in for the 29-yard score.
Yeah, and he ran as hard as Walsh has been running, too, as he's been able to drag bodies into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rush, just a sophomore, 5'10",
I think there's a flag on
pounds.
there's a flag on the play. I think it's coming back. Indeed, it
correct.
is.
That is.
That's a tough one. I didn't see what they called, but that's a tough penalty.
Takes the score off the board, backs him up to the 33, so it'll be 1st and 14 from there. Danny with Rush in the backfield with him. Rush will get another chance. This time he's wrapped up and dropped for a loss. Great job of wrapping him up by Manemi.
The big man able to bring him down. I mean,
just a fingertip in the jersey, but he wasn't giving up.
No, he's able to bring him down with just that one arm. Tornado's going the wrong way.
From the 37, Badani rolls to his right. Throws on the run, has a man that is incomplete.
That was Hill.
Looking for Caden Ban, and it is a
that ball could have been intercepted.
Defended.
He stepped right in front of the receiver.
So now it'll be 3rd and long from the Cardinal 37.
Obviously 4 down territory, but I'll tell you, if they can run this long yardage, if they can hold them here, it's another win for the defense.
You've got to imagine it's 4 down territory,
yes.
So may see the Tornadoes go with a shorter pass. Look like they may have been setting up the screen instead. Danny will keep it and run. It's back, forced out of bounds just after the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and about 9.
Yeah, so they'll a little bit of some good positive yardage there to make 4th down a little more manageable.
Hill's got to be careful along that sideline. He clearly didn't drive himself through it or anything, but avoid those tack-on penalties.
Yep.
Couple of big penalties against Tornadoes in this first quarter, but they have a 14-7 lead. And the ball here in Coon Rapids territory, facing 4th and 9. Badani looking left, pumps, Takes it down, has time, now steps up. Rolls to his right, throws on the run, has a man. That pass is caught down the line by Caden Ben, and he is into the end zone again.
I'll tell you, Daddy did a really nice job buying time until he found a receiver. And again, give credit to that offensive line up front for the Tornadoes, so they were able to hold that front four for the defense off, giving him that ability to kind of scramble around and see what he found. And he was able to find a teammate for the score.
Ben able to slip further behind the defense as his quarterback was scrambling, got lost a little bit. Able to make the catch and stay inbounds all the way to the end zone.
Gee, there's 4:07 left in the first quarter. We've already seen 4 touchdowns. I mean, look, just a really good job of creating some space for himself and finding the opportunity to find a receiver. Got behind the defense.
Oh, that was Trey Borchers.
That was Borchers.
Excuse me.
Yep.
8 and 9.
There's one after the other. 8.
So Trey Borchers with the 28-yard touchdown, and Anoka with a 21-7 lead. As you mentioned, still 4 minutes to play in the second.
That's crazy.
The first quarter.
A lot of scoring.
We haven't played 8 minutes of football yet.
There's been 4 scores.
It's been 4 touchdowns. I don't want to extrapolate that out to know exactly what the final score would be, but it'd be a lot.
Oh, it'd be a lot.
Homish to kick it away. Last one kind of short, and a solid return from Jeremy Oddie. He'll kick it to the other side this time. Taken by Joitza from the 12. Looked for a hole in the middle, and he'll force his way forward close to the 30. So a good return again for the Cardinals. And still plenty of time on the clock.
Plenty of time. I think that was LaFaca wasn't that LaFaca on the return?
Could have.
I think so.
Is it 17?
Yep.
I thought it was.
Yep.
Actually, it makes more sense. LaFaca does a lot of returns.
Yep.
Joitza on the quick screen pass. Good blocks. Gets out of bounds with a first down. Out across the 40-yard line.
Again, nice play, just that let him pick up the positive yardage with his legs, and does a nice job of following his blocking and able to move the chains.
Well, it's the downfield blocking from the receivers that has really been the key for all of the Cardinals' yardage so far in this first quarter. Big chunk, obviously, was the 68-yard Joitza touchdown. Handoff goes to Jeremy Oddie on first down. He's going to gain a couple. Stood up after a gain of 2.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously, we know he's not the biggest of stature. Again, kind of gets through that hole quickly, but big bodies up front just going to, as you mentioned, just to stand him up and limit his gain of just a couple yards.
Jeremy Oddie, of course, started the season as the starting quarterback.
Yep.
Now is the starting tailback with Danny Scheller on the sidelines injured, and we've got a quick pass to Jeremy Oddie. Great blocking again, and he's got a huge chunk down inside the 35 of Anoka.
Yeah, again, you just get him into some space, and with his quickness, he picks up a big chunk of yardage, as you mentioned, and continues to move the chains for the Cardinals. And not a long pass, but open space, not a defender there, and he's able to use his speed to gain that yardage.
And again, that great downfield blocking. 26-yard gain to the 31-yard line of Anoka. Harold Berry taking care of business downfield.
Yes.
They've looked to him a couple of times, looked to him again, this time just out of his reach. Well covered that time by Kamari Hibbler.
You know, I think Snow's just starting to get a little comfort there in the pocket. As you mentioned, just a little too long on that toss. But throws it to where only the Cardinals receiver has a chance for it.
I don't know. I don't think Berry has a catch yet. He's been targeted 4 or 5 times, but no 4 targets, no catches yet. Did draw the big pass interference that kept the previous drive alive, but then ended in a turnover. Handoff goes to Adi, off tackle to the left. He's going to gain about 3. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, didn't get a lot of yardage there, but continues, obviously 4 down territory here for the Cardinals. Cardinals would love to be able to get a score here. Cut that lead down to 1 score. 1 of 3 on 3rd down for Coon Rapids.
It's been a solid, sustained drive thus far. 3rd and 7 from the Anoka 28. And a timeout, Coon Rapids.
Maybe Coach Russin didn't see something he did not like in the formation or in the defense. And smartly, with a young quarterback, calls a timeout here just to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, the road doesn't get any easier, certainly next week, Joe, for Coon Rapids. They're home.
Homecoming week.
Homecoming against Maple Grove.
Number 1 team. Yeah. Depending on which...
not number 9.
Which ranking.
Number 1.
Depending on which ranking you look at. On the hub, they're number 2.
Right.
Behind Lakeville North.
Yep.
On MinnesotaScores.net, they are number 1.
Either way, they're awfully good.
Both of those rankings have Blaine and Anoka as 9 and 10,
right.
which again, Coon Rapids back home, homecoming against number 1 or 2 Maple Grove, and then on the road against Blaine the following week. Blaine is actually playing Maple Grove tonight.
Yep.
And that is a battle of the 2 teams at the top of the Northwest Suburban rankings.
That should be a good one.
Big 3rd down, rolling out. Snow looks back through the middle, pass incomplete. Trying to get it into Joitza, and it will be 4th down.
He had some zip on that pass. I'd like to see the replay on that one to see if that was knocked away, because that pass looked pretty good. We're not going to see from that angle. He did have a defender in his face, but he got off a pretty good pass. Let's take another look at that. I don't know, just off his... I thought that was a pretty good pass, just off his fingers. Right past the defender.
The hub shows Maple Grove up 14-0 in the second quarter over Blaine.
Not surprised. They have a heck of a running back.
Snow looking left, throws. Waldron tried to get around the defense and come back to it, but well defended again. Lucas just held his line, did not allow Waldron to come back to the ball, and it's a turnover on down.
Yeah, did what he needed to do. Had his head back towards the ball, as you can see here. Did have a hand on his back, but he definitely was in position.
Yeah, and the head is the key, as you mentioned.
Yep. It's got to be torn towards the ball.
Okay, now they moved it back. Originally, they spotted the ball at the 31, which is the original line of scrimmage. But it is now pushed back to the 28. Minute 43 to go still in this first quarter. Longest field of the night so far for the Tornado offense. Oh, no, second. I'm mistaken. They did have the touchback. Affia Beakway cutting all the way back. Padani tried to get in front of him to lead block. He comes back and gets dragged down after a gain of about 5.
Lance Hill, that's his 4th tackle on the night, but just a nice play because he was going to try and get away from Hill. Hill's coming all the way.
Or is that considered
across.
A pass?
And,
it's a little shovel
yeah.
pass, I guess it was.
Yeah, that's just a nice open field tackle by Lance Hill.
Either way, 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle to Welch. He's wrapped up and dropped. It'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, we didn't see Welch on that last drive. Cummings Coleman on the tackle for the Cardinals.
It'll bring up 3rd and a long yard. Tornadoes have yet to convert a 3rd down, but handoff goes left side, breaking free as Welch. He's easily going to convert the 3rd down. Move the chains and out near midfield.
And again, you can see how hard he runs. He just pushes defenders out of the way. See if they get this. They should get this play off before the end of the quarter.
If they choose to.
If they choose to.
Plenty of time on the play clock, but they will snap it. Padani looking long down the right side, has a man. That pass is complete. And they're going to have a 1st down back into the red zone. Charlie Hendrickson.
But again, just
the catch behind the defense.
Just a really nice toss, and Hendrickson able to do a nice job of sprinting past the defender. But the toss, the throw, he had the time, but the throw was so pretty.
We will take a break and be back with the 2nd quarter after this. You're watching high school football on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then two noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Anoka Tornadoes a 21-7 lead and knocking on the doorstep again as we start the second quarter. A flurry of scoring.
There has been a
couple
flurry.
Of very fast strikes.
The Cardinal defense would love to be able to keep the Anoka offense out of the end zone. Already up by a couple of scores.
Pair of backs in the backfield. They fake the toss to Welch and then give it to Rush up the middle. Ball comes loose.
I think Anoka still has it.
No, Coon Rapids able to get the second takeaway of the ball game already, both in the red zone.
Yeah, both times where Anoka was threatening.
The first time when they did it on the opening drive of the ball game.
You can see it there, and he's just trying to fight for extra yardage, and I can't see who pulled the ball out. So that was Hill pulled the ball out.
Was Michael Offert. As he's going to the ground, just grabbed hold of that ball and ripped it free.
Can't see who.
Cardinals able to come up with it.
Can't see who. Could not tell who came up with it, but
they will start from their own 13-yard line. Quick throw, complete right side. Harold Berry all by himself up there in numerous maroon jerseys to make sure he got very little after the catch, a gain of about 3.
That was Jaden Fox on the tackle for the Tornadoes. Didn't let that play go very far.
Put it right at the 15, gain of 2. Snow, straight drop, now steps up, looks for room to run on the right side. He takes a hard hit after a short gain, pops right back up, seems to be okay. But it'll be 3rd and long again from deep in their own end.
Well, he's young. He's just stubborn, but he got hit up high. But as you mentioned,
low
and
at
low,
the same time.
But again, it's just he got up quickly and ran over to talk to Coach Russin to find out what our next play will be. Jeremy Shepard always finding time to get some FaceTime on CTN.
So this is 3rd and 6 from the 17. Snow unable to get him to jump. Drops back, blitz coming, takes a hit. The pass incomplete and nearly intercepted by Hibbler.
Yeah, Hibbler knew that that was a great opportunity for the pick because he was going to, if he'd able to caught that ball cleanly, then he would have been able to turn up the field.
Yeah, if he misses it completely, that's probably 6 for, well, maybe he did have a safety over the top. Because if it gets through to Harold Berry, he may have been gone, but instead, the point is moot as Jackson Young comes out to give it the boot. Does Hibbler standing in midfield, will watch it bounce and then grab it off the hop. Able to make a man miss and get a good return inside the 40 to the 37-yard line of Coon Rapids.
That young man has ice in his veins because there was a defender right there and he still made sure he got that ball and advanced it forward because he doesn't field that cleanly. There was a white jersey right there.
So again, taking over in plus territory. Couple of turnovers deep in Coon Rapids territory, or this could be a much more lopsided affair.
That is for sure.
21-7 as they take over. Handoff goes to Welch. Burst of speed. Gets a stiff arm. Breaks free. Another block, and he is gone to the end zone. A 37-yard touchdown run.
Wow, and again, great field vision. I mean, he has such an ability to pick, follow his block and pick the zones and change direction. Just a very, very impressive run for that young man, Zach Welch.
And no flag on the field this time. We saw a long touchdown run for Rush come back in the first. But he also gets great downfield blocking from his receivers, helping him get make sure he got all the way to the finish line. Homish.
He missed it.
No good. It
missed
is
a couple of them.
27-7.
Again, just really nice run. You're going to use a little stiff arm to make sure that he doesn't get tackled, and he's just going to run past defenders. And you talk about, you can see the blocking there on the edge.
Borchers way downfield.
Yep.
Holding the edge and making sure that he's got a clear path all the way to the end zone. Yeah, the turnovers have been a bad spot for Anoka so far tonight. As for Homish has missed 2 out of 3 extra point attempts.
Well, we talked about Welsh in the beginning of the show, but they were going to have to know where he was, and they're going to have to
already over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Barely into the second quarter.
There's these numbers.
There you go.
Look at that, 100. He's right at his average, just about for a game in the first half, and there's still over 9 minutes.
On 9 carries.
It's crazy. That's efficient.
It's close to 15 yards a carry. That's
not bad. It's Young-like.
Yeah. Young I've never met or even heard of, perhaps.
Maybe more like Neil Hennon.
Hennon-like, yes.
15 yards a carry.
Adi from the 17 looks to the middle, tries to find some blocking, forces his way out as far as the 30. So Coon Rapids, good field position, and they must respond now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Jackson just brings him down at the 3-yard line.
That's something that, they're down by 20 here with plenty of time left in the first half, but they'd like to put some additional points on the board.
Well, and their one score was a very quick strike, a long touchdown for Joitza. Catch and run for 68 yards. And it came right after Anoka's first score. Anoka has continued to find the end zone. They have yet to punt.
No.
They have turned it over twice.
They have. And where they turned it over was down in the red zone, as you talked about. Short gain here for Adi.
Yeah, you talk about it, you can't get one-dimensional, and as a young quarterback just getting his first start at the varsity level, he's looked good.
Right.
He has had the protection when they've passed. He's thrown some good balls, but you don't want to be one-dimensional,
No.
so you must mix in the pass, and really got to stop letting yourself get into third and long situations.
Well, that's been their trouble all night.
They have done a lot of rolling, throwing, passes complete. And that is Jeremiah Walker. Short gain will set up 3rd and 5.
That's a lot of beef on that young man right there.
Well, and it's a good option to mix in, but again, you're third and a little more manageable
Right.
at 3rd and 5.
They're 1 for 4 on 3rd down.
Pass complete to Walker. He's going to be stopped a yard shy of the first down.
But again,
And on 4th and less than a yard, deep in your own end, but down 3 scores. Do you keep the offense out there?
you might at this point. That's a lot of young man coming at you.
I mean, it's 4th and a half a
they're
yard.
keeping him in.
Coming up under center, they go to the quarterback sneak. Gotti giving a push, and they have enough. They'll get the first down and move the chains.
Well, again, just continue to try and move those chains and keep your drive going.
Ball just barely across the 40-yard line, but that's all the further it needed to get.
That's all it needed.
Needed a half a yard, got 3/4 of a yard. Or maybe 2 of the 3 feet.
Nonetheless, he fell forward for it. Able to pick it up.
1st and 10 from the 40. Joyce is the man in motion from left to right. Blitz is coming. Snow flushed to his left, in trouble, and going down back at the 29-yard line. He'll lose a dozen yards.
Yeah, all those maroon jerseys, just too many numbers for the Cardinals to block up front. And Snow just realized he's got 3 guys ready to bring him to the ground.
Ball spotted right at the 30, so 2nd and 20.
Oh, you don't need this back in one play. I'd like to try and get at least half of it back, but you don't need it all in one play.
Snow pumps, he's in trouble, and he's sacked back to back. This time it was Parker Seaman getting to him all alone. Adi just not able to even slow him.
No. And again, that's a tough task for young Mr. Adi. Now it's 3rd and 20. This is
3rd and 27, 28.
Oh, no, it's 20. Yeah, 28. Yeah. I don't know what you have in your playbook for 3rd and 28. But
you know,
you chuck the ball and hope for the best.
You've got to,
because it's not 4-down territory, quite obviously.
You've got to protect the ball, though.
You do.
You'd like to get a little more distance to punt to try and flip the field if you can. And they'll hand off to Adi. Adi looking to pick up blockers, cuts back across the 35, takes a hard hit. And is stopped there. It'll be 4th and long, and Adi shaking up.
Oh, it's his shoulder.
So on 4th and 13, the punting unit will come out, and did not like the way that Jeremy Adi's shoulder and arm were hanging after that hit. And you can see takes a hard hit. We saw Hibbler take the last punt on a bounce and have a good return. This time it's going to bounce, hit an Anoka player. Hibbler will grab it and be stopped immediately right around the 35.
Yeah, you talked about the injury to Adi, and you're right. He was hanging, his shoulder was hanging down. They can certainly ill afford to lose another player from that side of the ball.
.352 to go, first half. Anoka has been in control, a couple of turnovers in the red zone, but an offense that has moved the ball effectively every time they've taken the field. But Annie taking his time. He's got two receivers on the left, one on the right. Quick swing pass to Borchers up top, trying to spin away from the early contact. And he will be slowed and stopped after a gain of about 4.
I think that was Hill on the initial contact that held him up and allowed his teammates to come back to the ball and make the tackle for sure, that short gain.
They give him 5, ball placed right at the 40. High snap, Pedani able to drag it down, takes it on the run to the right. He's going to have the first down and out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
Just a heads-up play by Pedani, because with that high snap, it really took him out of what they wanted to do on that play. Smartly, he just tried to get to the edge and pick up that first down, which he did. Again, good blocking. That was Borcher again on the wing, just holding up a defender, allowing him to pick up that additional yardage.
Ball spotted right at midfield, 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. Pedani out of the shotgun. And a timeout. Coon Rapids, their second.
Well, again, looking for something, maybe they didn't see something they thought of in the formation, and Coach Russin calling that second timeout.
And this could be a big possession for the Cardinal defense if they're able to come up with a stop.
Oh, absolutely. They can't give up another score here before the break. They can't afford to do that. And they need an answer some way.
And Coon Rapids will get the ball to start the second half.
Correct.
But can be a tall task to stop this Anoka offense when they're moving. Cardinals have come up again with a couple of takeaways in the red zone. But Andy on 1st and 10 from midfield. Rolling to his left. Throws downfield. That pass is complete to Borchers. He's out of bounds with the first down at the Cardinal 34.
Yeah, again, just a nice little throw on the run. Obviously puts it to a place where only Borchers can get it. And Borchers comes up with a nice catch.
Fifth catch already tonight for Trey Borchers, including a touchdown. Low snap. Pedani tried to get back on top of it. And it looks like he did.
He did. We're going to lose yardage on that one, obviously. This is just a low snap.
Loss of 7 yards on the play.
Cummings Coleman almost had it as well, but he was able to pull it in. Just maintain possession.
Second and 17. Pedani under pressure, steps up, will run, and it'll be dragged down after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and about 13.
Jazzy Morris on the tackle for the Cardinals. So it makes it 3rd and 12.
Timeout, Anoka. They said 3rd and 12. I go with 3rd and 13. Either way.
Either way, it's a long
37, it's 3rd and long. They have not done particularly well on 3rd down tonight.
0 for 3. 1 for 3.
However,
it's 4 down territory here.
100% of the time. And they did score a touchdown on 4th down.
Yes, they did.
Last drive. So, well, not their last drive. Their last drive was 1 play.
Right.
But yeah, 4 touchdowns for the Anoka Tornadoes in this first half so far. They've got a big 3rd down upcoming with just over 2 minutes to go. Cardinal defense has been able to come up with a couple of takeaways in the red zone to keep their team in the battle. Just the one long touchdown catch and run for Joitza back in the first quarter. We saw 3 scores in under a minute off the clock. Another low snap, Padani able to scoop it up. They set up the screen, and Welch has all day to run. Huge hole. He's finally hit and taken down inside the 10, but it'll be 1st and goal for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, and he had Convoy leading the way to blocking down. Just a really nice play call because you just get that soft little throw over the defensive front line, and he's got 2 blockers there on either side of him. He's going to outrace him downfield.
I was going to say he did, but they were only in front of him for a little
short
while
time
because
he's too fast.
And we got another Cardinal down on the field, and that is always hate to see that. Samson Leclerc.
Oh, that's
a big piece. But it seems something that we have talked about all too often over the first half of this football season is the number of Cardinals who have gone down and needed Jeremy Shepard to come out and take a look.
He seems to be okay walking off under his own power.
We certainly hope he's okay, good to go. But it will be 1st and goal. Ball at about the 8-yard line.
Here's Danny Scheller. Oh, no, wait. Is that Danny Scheller? Yeah, that's Danny Scheller. Yeah.
On crutches.
He's
wearing his jersey.
Yeah.
It's still number 4, with or without pads.
He is with the number. I didn't see the 4. I first thought it was a 1, and I'm saying, wait a minute.
Another low snap. Padani catches it on a bounce. Throws complete to Borchers. He's out of bounds. Short gain. It'll be 2nd and goal.
We'll see if they don't waste any time here. Give it to number 16 on this particular play. As
Yeah,
that
basically just
to him.
hold it to him. I tell you got to give Padani a little bit of credit for being able to scoop that up. So it's not exactly how you practice it.
Definitely not, and especially when you've got some white jerseys trying to bring you down to the turf.
2nd and goal from the 3. See the play clock under 5. Handoff, Welch, untouched to the end zone.
Yeah, that's too easy.
His 3rd of the game.
Yeah, we haven't even reached halftime. He has 3 scores.
10 carries, 146 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
He's
averaging 14.6 yards a carry,
amazing.
3 touchdowns. It's a night.
It is definitely
It's not halftime. Homich will come out to attempt another extra point.
Well, Cummings Coleman is coming out. He's hurt.
Again, back to the ongoing theme of Cardinals nicked up every game this season.
Yep. Walking wounded.
Homich's kick is up and
Barely
good.
got it through.
It is 34-7.
Again, you could have run through that hole, Joe Jens.
I don't know. I'm pretty slow.
No,
and
you still would have. You still would have been able
And
to run
small.
through that hole. And I'm old, small, and slow, but I have a heart.
And fragile.
And fragile, but I have heart. I'm a gamer. Just don't touch me. Just don't hit me. Yeah, not where Coon Rapids wanted to be here, going into the half with 1:35 remaining, down 34-7.
You have time here to get downfield, just one timeout remaining, but the one score you have, the drive was much shorter than 90 seconds.
Yep. There you see the numbers for Welch. 10 rushes, 146, and 3. Yikes. That's a great game, let alone a great half.
Komich to boot it away. Little bounce, gets scooped up by LaFaca at the 15, goes back across, finds a seam up the middle, gets across the 30, and out as far as the 33-yard line.
Well, Cardinals, one part of their game tonight's been pretty good is their return game. It's been pretty decent. Giving good field position for the offense here. LaFaca doing a nice job of getting around the edge and then turning it upfield.
Second return for LaFaca, both for 18. They'll take that.
18 for 17.
So Coon Rapids starts 1st and 10 from their own 33. They got just under 90 seconds to go. They've got Joitza in the backfield. He takes the carry and is out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 7.
Yeah, we saw Adi get injured earlier. That shoulder looked like a shoulder injury, and he came out. Next man up.
Yeah, again, you need to be able to run the ball,
You do.
but you need to be able to score, and
Well, that's the key.
you only have one timeout remaining and now under a minute to go in the first half. Handoff to Joitza again, and he's bottled up, stopped in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, lose a couple.
And now it's Anoka calling a timeout. They figure they're going to possibly have a chance to get the ball back. Their second timeout.
It's very possible. Cardinals 1 of 6 on 3rd down. Oh, I stand corrected. Actually, I sit corrected. 2 of 6.
Homecoming crowd having a good time.
Yeah, why not? Their team's up
Up
34-7. There's
Red's
Red.
having a good time.
Red always has a good time. He's the
Staying
life
positive.
of the party.
Supporting his squad. 3rd and 5 from their own 38. Hand off to LaFaca again. He's going to dive across the 40 to the 41. Anoka will call their final timeout. Cardinals will have it 4th and 2 from the 41. So the Tornadoes will get the ball back, but no timeout.
No timeouts.
Conventional wisdom says throw the ball if you want to score. However, you've got a running back who has 10 carries for 146 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He can break one on one run. So.
And seems to be a threat to take it from one end to the other on any given snap. High school ball, so it does stop on first downs until the chains are moved. But we will see what the Tornadoes decide to do as Hibbler is standing to return just inside his own 35, awaiting the punt from Jackson Young. It's a good boot.
Yes.
Hibbler will take it from the 32. Makes the first man miss, gets out across the 40 to the 43.
So you have 31 seconds. We'll see what the Anoka offense wants to do here with that time remaining. I don't think I see Cam Coleman back out there. It looked like he was having
Student
an
body
issue.
right for the Tornadoes. And they'll quick screen to Welch. Couple of blockers. He's got a nice gain. He's got enough for a first down. Clock will stop as they reset the chains. The Tornadoes
They're ready to go.
ready to go and will not lose a lot of time from the Cardinal 44. Padani airing it out left side, incomplete, looking for a P-Quick.
Good coverage there. Just pass wasn't where it needed to be. You can see he's looking over and shoulder, and that's going to go to the other side. And that actually wasn't as far off as I thought.
It was a pretty
It was
well
right there.
thrown ball if he looks over the other shoulder.
Yeah. I think that's what they wanted him to do.
Thrown to the outside
then
where
run out of bounds.
only he would be able to get to it. But
You digress.
2nd and 10. Padani with time, rolls to his left, now chased. He'll tuck it and run. He's got a good gain, out of bounds with a first down at about the 30. Oh, they're going to say he's out before the sticks.
37.
So it'll be 3rd and short.
See where he went out. I don't know. It's close.
So 3rd and 1 from the 37. Under 10 seconds remaining. Only got a couple of snaps remaining at best. Borcher's the man in motion all the way to the right. Padani steps up. He'll be dragged down in the field of play, and that'll take us to the end of the half. And Anoka with a pretty impressive offensive output.
Oh, they've got 4 seconds.
Oh, they're able to get one more off on 4th and short. The throw to the end zone, that is going to be incomplete. Well defended, looking for Ibekwe. And that will take us to the half. I didn't think they'd get another snap off. That shows you what I know. But either way, they'll go to the locker room up 34-7.
Yeah, I do know they've had a big first half, have they, Anoka?
We will take a break, be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching high school football live on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then two noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Back at Goodrich Field, the Anoka homecoming crowd plenty happy. Their team in complete control, up 34-7 over the visiting Cardinals. And their offense has been a-moving. Welsh has been busy, and he has been impressive. They've turned the ball over twice inside the red zone. But Coon Rapids, after the initial score, they get this one from Joitza, breaking some tackles and taking off a 68-yard touchdown. But the Tornadoes just keep on going. Beakway, a long touchdown catch. Panani finding Borchers long down the other sideline. Oh, and yeah, that Welch guy.
He's pretty good.
He's been to the paint a couple more times.
Yeah, he's impressive, no doubt.
3 touchdowns for him, 5 for the squad. They lead 34-7 and relatively dominant in every statistical category.
Yeah, so I think what the Cardinals need to do, obviously, they're in a deep hole, but I thought there were some positives. I thought Eden Snow played pretty well. I thought he threw some nice passes. The young sophomore taking over, getting the start tonight. Those turnovers at the goal line and some of the play by the defense I thought was impressive too. However, it made it difficult for Coon Rapids. Anoka did a really good job on their offensive side of the ball for the most part of that first half to really kind of run that score up.
Yeah, the Tornadoes, number 10 in the Metro, and they played like it, trying to bounce back from a loss to number 1 Maple Grove last week. And they are well on their way. The Cardinals' struggles offensively continued, but I think at times they did drive the ball successfully still to this point in the season. They have 3 touchdowns, all of 60 or more yards.
It's crazy.
On somewhat broken defensive plays that they've taken advantage of. They moved the ball, like you said, I thought Snow looked pretty good. Made some nice passes, but they need to be more consistent. They're going to need to find a way to stop the Anoka offense more consistently as well.
That is correct, Joe Young.
Still 24 minutes of football to play here in the Halloween capital of the world. Second half from Goodrich Field in Anoka is after this on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at Goodrich Field, Anoka up 34-7 as we get set to start the second half. Coon Rapids showed sparks, but lacked consistency. Anoka, only 9 minutes on offense. Coon Rapids had 14 minutes to their 9 in time of possession, but in 9 minutes on offense, they had 5 scoring drives and 2 others that
turned over.
ended in turnovers in the red zone.
That's just crazy. I mean, you could only imagine what the score would be had they been able to keep those drives going.
LaFacca from the 11 going all the way across the field to the right. Stops up and tries to get upfield. Not a lot there. Forced out of bounds at about the 23.
An opportunity here now with the offense. See if they kind of regroup and see if they can continue to try and move the ball. As young Mr. Aiden Snow gets last-minute instructions from Coach Russin before he's going to call the play.
On 1st and 10 from the 23. Quick pass complete. No, bobbled and dropped by LaFacca. Went to the bubble screen on the left side. LaFacca started to run before he secured the catch. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You got to look that ball in.
Would you say 7 of 19? And realistically, there's at least, I'd say, 3 or 4 of those that probably should have been.
No, absolutely should have.
A couple others that were well out of reach. A couple he's thrown short into the ground. Under pressure, this one is picked off. And a big chance down the sidelines into the end zone for Cooper Baki.
Multiple flags thrown, and we'll see what they say. And I think it's on Anoka. I think it's the legal block. Yeah.
Hibbler disagrees to see him. So my guess is he's the guilty party. So it was after the interception, so they will keep the ball. It'll take the touchdown off the boards, which it's the second time the Tornadoes have had a penalty taken to take points off the board. Either way, they're going to take over in Coon Rapids territory from the 25. Not even 30 seconds into this second half. A turnover, and Padani out of the shotgun. Hands off. Welch hit right at the line of scrimmage and stopped for no gain. That's something the Cardinals have not been able to do much to number 16 tonight.
Well, that was tackled by Samson LeClaire, so it was good to see him back in the game. He did go down, but walked off under his own power in that first half. But nice to see him back on the defensive side of the ball and making that tackle.
Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. Padani rolling to his right, has time, throws to the end zone. Borchers came back to it, got a foot down inbounds, down inside the 5.
Well, that's just a great play by Borchers, because at first he was behind the defender. He came back, as you mentioned, for it, made the catch, got that foot down. We'll see him take another look at that. Oh, there's the foot. Boy, was that a nice play. He just got it in.
They go for 2, but the run by Welch. Oh, no, it was
not a touchdown.
That's right. Never mind.
Never mind. Did you
so
say
it'll be
number
2nd
9?
and goal. I knew that. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. I was going to say, I thought the throw was originally to the end zone, but Borchers came back to it. Now Welch loses a yard, so 2nd and goal from the 4. The little pitch to Borchers, trying to get around the left corner, and does. He's into the end zone, touchdown.
Again, just nice blocking. Able to get around the edge, get into the end zone. That's a 40-7 lead. Looks like they'll go for the extra point rather than the 2. We saw them go for the 2 early in the game, their first score.
Yeah, their first score. And since then, I mean, obviously they're not too concerned about each and every point with the big lead. They'd like to get Comich more comfortable.
Well, that's why I say he's missed a couple extra points, so give him the opportunity. 41-7 in favor of Anoka.
2 minutes into the third quarter.
We see it again, and Borchers, good job blocking there. Walsh able to get a block on, just to hold the defender from getting to Borchers, and he does the rest, just gets around that opportunity tackle for Coon Rapids and gets into the end zone. There you see 2 rushes, 12 yards, and a score for Borchers. But he got him down with a great catch, got him down to the goal line, and he's able to be rewarded for it by getting the touchdown on the ground.
Also has a receiving touchdown in the second quarter. And when you're Coon Rapids, it's hard not to get discouraged, but the Cardinals have to do everything they can to stay positive and keep going, because it's not going to get any easier.
Oh, no. Well, and I talked to Coach Rustin about that, and he said, you know, we're just looking forward. We're trying to move forward. That's all we can do. We can't look back.
And last I looked, Maple Grove up 28-0 over Blaine in the third quarter. And they have put up big numbers against everybody.
Everyone.
Played.
Yep.
Line drive kick taken from the 10. Vaca looking for blocks on the right side. Out across the 25. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Another opportunity here for the Cardinal offense, and again, I'm sure it's frustrating. Obviously, you're not putting points on the board. You have that one early touchdown and haven't been able to get in the end zone since.
Snow on 1st and 10. Handoff goes up the middle. Joitza continues to play the deep back spot.
Just a yard on that play. Four carries for 9 yards for Joitza on the night.
He's also got the long touchdown.
He does have the long touchdown for sure. So,
2 catches, 79 yards and a score.
That's pretty good. That's a good average.
Splits out to the left. They go with the swing pass that way. Joitza hit in the backfield. Ball came out. Joitza able to get back on top of it. But back at the 26, he'll lose a couple. And it'll be 3rd and long.
Joe, you've touched on something earlier in the game, and second and long, 3rd and long, way too many times for the Cardinals there. You saw the ball come out, and Joitza was able to bring it back in. And again, now 3rd in a really long situation, and you're pressing, and that's when turnovers can happen.
This will be 3rd and 11 from their own 26-yard line. It's a much easier game if you're playing ahead of the chains.
Much easier.
But it ain't easy to get to that point.
Well, that's the problem. They have to get to the chains.
Got it off just in time. That pass incomplete. Looking on the right side for Walker.
Well, and there again, now you're 4th down and you're going to have to punt the ball away, and you're going to give Anoka good field position again here.
And the punts have been good for Jackson Young tonight, but pretty good return man in Hibbler, standing just on his side of midfield. That one nearly blocked, but he gets it off. Hibbler from his own 39-yard line.
There's a flag.
Finds a little bit of a seam. A couple of flags fly in. He's out to midfield.
Well, that's definitely going. Well, the first one's going against Anoka. I didn't see the second one.
Well, on the return, it's almost always going to be against the return team.
Right, but second, that's not necessarily second flag. We'll see. They're pointing both ways, so we'll see if it's offsetting penalties.
Roughing the kicker. And illegal block in the back against, or maybe illegal hands to the face.
Something. And
legal use of the hands. No, they now.
So they offset.
Those offset. Are we doing it all over again? Let's try again.
Yeah, I think so. There you see the roughing.
Oh yeah,
they're going to call that every time.
Solid hit that Beckway. See, and there's the block, and there's the Coon Rapids block. So Cardinals offense is going to come out and have this 1st and 10.
Oh, all right.
Because the two
the roughing the kicker.
For the roughing the kicker, because that one happened first, and that's enough to give them the 1st down. The other two offset, I guess, and Coon Rapids has it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quick throw, right side, complete. Lafaka dropped it.
Possession.
And again, that's 2 that they've tried to set up Lafaka on that little bubble screen, and he's just dropped it.
Yeah, again, that's
nerves.
Well, you talked. I mean, he saw a couple of maroon jerseys, but you talked about it, Joe. We saw a couple in that first half. A couple of passes that probably should have been caught off the hands of Cardinal receivers.
Well, the first play of this second half was that bubble screen. They tried to run it to the other side.
Yep.
And it was the same thing. He just didn't look it into his hands. See it at the man in motion on the right side. Just a quick shift. Open up Barry, and he just overthrew him. Had him open. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that one. That one is on snow. Just a little bit too much. The pass a little too high.
Harold Berry just 1 catch for 2 yards.
Yeah,
it's been targeted 7 times.
Well, you can see the frustration on his face after that pass was thrown high.
3rd and 10. Aiden Snow out of the shotgun as Joitza in the backfield. Goes deep down the right side. A lot of contact. Here come the flags.
Yep.
And Berry has been able to draw a couple of pass interference calls that have kept the Cardinals in possession and kept drives moving. And that is a couple of huge penalties.
Really big.
Against Anoka. No penalties against the Cardinals so far in this ballgame. And that's 2 on this drive that have allowed the Cardinals to keep moving with the ball. 6 penalties for 70 yards against the Tornadoes. This will put the Cardinals into plus territory, 1st and 10 from the 44. A couple of free first downs on penalties on this drive.
They'll take it any way they can get it. They need points.
Handoff, Joitza hit in the backfield. Able to break free and turn this into a positive, and that is just a defender trying to throw him to the ground, maybe being a little too confident, and good escapability from Loic Joitza.
That was Javen Starks. Should have brought him down.
Well, he threw him expecting him to throw him to the turf, and instead he was able to get up and run for 7 yards. That would have dropped him for a loss of 3 or 4 as well.
That definitely would have. But, I mean, you can see the strength in him to stay on his feet and be able to continue to carry on.
2nd and 3 from the 37. Looking to bury, and that pass thrown outside incomplete. Barry caught a cleat a little bit, slipped. The 3rd down, but a more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Most of the Cardinals' 3rd downs have been 8 to 10 or more yards.
Right.
This at 3rd and 3. Handoff goes to Joitza, makes the first man miss, looks for a hole, waits for his blockers.
He'll pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down.
And just good vision, able to, as you mentioned, what kind of followed his blockers and able to pick up enough yardage to move the chains.
Needed 3, got 4. Snow looking left, throws, wants Waldron, came back to it, incomplete. Ball a little underthrown. Waldron made a nice adjustment, but not able to get back to it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He had it on one hand, he almost was able to bring it in, just couldn't control it. That would have been a heck of a catch had he been able to follow through with it.
Anoka defenders have had good coverage all game long. Snow, quick throw out of the hands of Barry coming across the middle. He took a hard hit and he's slow to get up, and a flag comes in late.
They're going to say, was it a hit to the head? I didn't see it, Joe. I don't know if you did, but the only reason I think they would throw a flag there was a hit to the head, where he led with his helmet.
Yeah. Personal foul is 15 yards and a guaranteed 1st down. And the 3rd big penalty. I mean, this way it still would have been 3rd down.
Oh yeah, helmet to helmet there. No, wait a minute. I don't know. Maybe it looked like it was his shoulder.
It was all shoulder.
Yeah. The first one I thought maybe was helmet to helmet, but that definitely was all shoulder.
And I did not see any type of, targeting or. But the Cardinals will certainly take it.
5 of the 8 Coon Rapids third downs have come on penalties. First downs, have come on penalties.
And again, they'll take it, but that's not really how you.
That's not winning
game
football.
plan.
No. Let's see if we can get first downs on penalty. But you're right, they will continue to take it.
This one's going to set them up 1st and 10 from the Anoka 19. Snow hands off to Joitza. Dives forward to the 16, a gain of about 3. Again, I would like to see the Cardinals finish this drive in the end zone, not just for the score, but just for the fact that that would be the first sustained drive that ended with 6 points of the season.
They would.
All 3 of their scores to this point have been
long
60 or more yards. I believe the touchdown against Osseo was 64.
Correct.
Last week was 87. That pass low, looking for Harold Berry on the right side, 3rd down. And then, of course, the one earlier tonight for 68. Sorry, 73 yards last week.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Now, you can't count on a penalty, but it's definitely 4-down territory. And the Tornadoes, if you're the Tornadoes, just don't commit a penalty.
Exactly.
You've done that enough on this drive. Handoff goes to Joitza. He's hitting the backfield. He's going to lose yardage. It'll be 4th down. No flags.
So it'll be 4th and long. Difficult situation.
It's like they're going to kick a field goal.
Well, again, you work on your game. Obviously, take some points. Jackson Young with the opportunity here.
It's going to be spotted right at the 25, so a 35-yard attempt. This one's blocked. Tornadoes scooping it. Welch has room to run. Nobody's going to catch him. He's gone. Touchdown, Anoka.
Wow.
He's got 3 rushing touchdowns, and now the scoop and score off the blocked field goal.
Tell you when it rains, it pours for Coon Rapids. Trying to at least get some sort of a semblance of points on the board. That time, that looked like it wasn't going to work. That kick from the beginning. The snap was a little bit low, and Anoka did give credit to him.
And I didn't see who it was, but one of the Tornadoes ran past it, knowing that Welch was just behind him.
Right.
Ran past it and started to set up the blocks for him. And once he scooped it up, there was nobody down that right sideline, and there's nobody on the field in a white jersey that was going to catch number 16.
That would be correct. And you talked about it was a pretty nice established, even though penalties aided it, but it was an established drive that Coon Rapids was on, trying to get some points. And it's just unfortunate that kick was blocked and returned for the score.
Well, maybe I jinxed it by saying they needed to get into the end zone, have that sustained drive end in a touchdown. And there you see it. And there were a couple of Tornadoes, like I said, that
I guess the snap was okay.
It took a little longer. Cooper Baki gets the block, and then guys selflessly, like I said, getting upfield in front of the loose ball, trusting Welch to pick it up and knowing they would be blocking.
I trust Welch to do that as well.
And then Welch didn't have anyone touch him on the 70 or 65-yard scamper. 74 yards on the return.
Yeah, he's had himself quite a game.
The kick was good, so it is 48-7.
You see the time remaining, 3:47 in the third quarter. Cardinals down big.
And that was a drive that should have ended long ago, right?
Right.
But a roughing the kicker on the punt attempt. And then you had a pass interference. He gave him another first down on a 3rd and long. Then another personal foul that was admittedly questionable.
I thought it was
that last
questionable,
one.
Yep.
They gave him another first down. LaFacca will take this one from the 20. Look to the middle, not a lot of room there, but he's out as far as the 29, and that's where the Cardinals will take over. But, you know, then it ends, Cardinals thinking, and rightly so, let's get points again. It has been a sustained drive.
No.
Let's get points out of this.
Reward it
and
on.
we have a kicker who is going to have a good chance from 35 yards. He's certainly got the leg to do it.
He does.
And the blocking, which has been so good for Coon Rapids all game long.
Muhammad in at quarterback now.
Just the blocking did not hold for the field goal attempt. And yes, Murtaza Muhammad will take over as the Cardinals signal caller here late in the 3rd quarter. And we've seen some good things from Muhammad. He hasn't found a lot of completions in his time, but some of the things he has done has been very nice. Run by Joitza for a short gain.
So we saw him earlier in this season, and now get another opportunity here with the Cardinals trailing 48-7.
Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. What did you say, 2 of 8?
2 of 17.
2 of 17. 16 yards and 2 interceptions.
That's rough.
Swing pass to Joitza. He's wrapped up in the backfield and dropped for a 5-yard loss.
Well, you got to be impressed by that Anoka defense. They did such a nice job pursuing the football that time. He had no opportunity to gain the edge. And they cut that off immediately and thrown for a loss. I don't know if Snow is injured a little bit.
Loss of 6 will set up 3rd and 14. And yeah, the walking wounded. Cardinals have been nicked up every week. And certainly, I don't think there was anything performance-wise that you would remove Aiden Snow, other than you're down now by 41 points. You get some other guys some opportunity to play. Airing it out, that one tipped and then caught by Waldron. It was nearly intercepted, but it was tipped up. Waldron makes the catch and has the Cardinals into Anoka territory on 3rd and long.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be intercepted at first, and nope.
I thought for sure.
I thought it was he had it. He knew that was most likely an interception. You can see the frustration. He's pounding the turf.
Yeah, David Ellis jumped the route, had it right in his arms. Pops free. Waldron catches, takes off down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Muhammad hands off to Joitza. Runs into the middle, not a lot there. Gain of a couple. Into the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Now, Cars will love to try again come away with a score down here.
Muhammad, straight drop, throwing long over the middle, looking For LaFaca, he was well covered in the pass overthrown, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, he had the protection for it, but just a little too much hot sauce on that one.
So another 3rd and long situation. Fakes the give to Joitza, rolls right, throws, that pass is incomplete. 4th down.
So with 4th down, obviously, you're going to go for it in this situation.
100%. I know that you and Coach Russin talk regularly.
We do, once a week.
Have a nice rapport built.
We do.
You ask him, obviously, for tips, pointers, thoughts on football. Does he ask you about mustache grooming?
He has once, and I told him that my class starts in the fall. Next fall, I have to wait a little bit.
Muhammad going deep to the end zone, incomplete, well out of the reach of LaFaca, who was double covered on the play. And Coon Rapids will turn it over on down.
He does ask me about plumbing a lot. He has plumbing questions for me.
As those who have plumbing questions know, you are the place to go.
I am the guy.
So one long reception on that drive got the Cardinals to a spot they could threaten, but unable to keep the chains moving. They turn it over on downs, and Anoka will take over from their own 33-yard line.
New quarterback.
Blake Siebert will take over. He's got Brody Rush in the backfield.
Great name for a running back. Brody Rush.
And the touchdown that was called back in that first quarter.
Delay a game on
there is no way that clock got reset.
Yeah, it
There's
did not.
no way that was 40 seconds.
No way. First and 15 for number 15.
Throwing long on first down, and pass is complete to Brody Lockinen. So Sieben to Lockinen, Sieben says, hey, this is my opportunity to get in and show what I can do.
Yeah.
He aired it out, and that was a beauty of a pass.
It was right there. He had a defender in his face.
And they'll go with Rush on first down. He's going to gain a couple, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Tornadoes add a couple more scores in the third. They're up 48-7 and on the move when we return. We knew coming in that he would be someone that the Cardinals really needed to try and stop.
Yeah.
They were unable to do so Welch has had a monster game, over 150 yards, 3 scores rushing. Also has a 64-yard fumble recovery touchdown.
Yeah, he's awfully good. Look at the convoy there, and then he just outruns his blockers. And he's just so quick to turn upfield, and strong runner.
So 3rd and short now after another run for Rush. So the 3rd and about 2. Coon Rapids 26, handoff goes to Rush. Big hole off the right side, of 1st down and more, down inside the 15.
Yeah, again, just good job by the offensive line. I don't know if that's we have maybe some new bodies in there up front, but just a really nice job of firing off the ball, opening up a hole for Rush. And obviously he's able to move the chains.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 2 and a nice gain of 12. Back in the red zone. They haven't done much of their scoring in the red zone.
No.
They've turned it over twice. They
Two
have
times, yep.
I think only 1 touchdown in the red zone. Maybe 2? Or 1. Just 1. The 3-yard Welch touchdown back in the 2nd quarter. This is a strong hit delivered by Brody Rush, forcing his way down to the 3. And that'll be another 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Again, good blocking up front. And as you mentioned, he delivers a little punishment of his own, able to pick up a few additional yards after.
And for the 4th time in 5 games to start the season, the Cardinals have seen running time in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I'm sure that's got to just eat at Coach Russ
and all of his players.
And all of his players and all of his staff.
Greatest challenge in a season like this, I have to imagine, is fighting your inner demons and keeping your morale up.
Well, I think the morale alone, that's got to be, then you go
keeping the emotions in check.
Right, and then you go to practice and it's a grind, and and you're not winning, and it's frustrating, and I'm sure that's what they're feeling.
This is a solid stop. That time on Rush, loss of a couple yards. They're going to spot him back at the 6. So a loss of 3. Sieben wants to throw, has a man, wide open touchdown for Trey Borchers. I mean, Borchers was as open as a receiver could be.
Yeah, nobody there to cover him.
Play fake worked beautifully, froze the defense, and Borchers all alone has his 3rd touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, it's been a score fest for Anoka here tonight against Coon Rapids, and just that early touchdown by the Cardinals, and they haven't been able to sniff the goal line since.
Kick is good. 55-7.
Yeah, look at there's not a white jersey around anywhere. Well, this is after getting throttled by Maple Grove last week, Anoka coming back and doing some throttling of their own here against Coon Rapids. I think he's a basketball player, I believe, as well, Borchers.
I believe you are correct. So those 2 young men right there combined for 6 touchdowns tonight. 3 each for Trey Borchers and for Zach Welch.
Well, and then if you count his fumble recovery, it's 4 for his.
Oh yeah, 4. Yeah, 4. I suppose he had 3 rushing plus that, so that's 7. That's 7 between those 2.
That's a nice evening.
7 of their 8 touchdowns have been those 2 young men. Big boot is going to bounce at the 5 and be scooped up there. DeGogo not finding it. Oh, no, it's not. It's Lance Hill on the return.
Another long field.
Very long field.
With the running time, you see the clock moving.
Cardinals start from their own 18-yard line. Oh, 13-yard line. I was hopeful at 18.
It's always good to be hopeful.
Handoff goes to Joitzel, left side. He'll lean forward out to the 15. They even give him the 16, gain of 3.
You know, Cardinals just trying to, continue to just work on their offense here. They've got the opportunity. Obviously, they're not gonna come back at this one, obviously. But however, they can continue to work on their offense and try and develop some things going forward. This has been a tough game for them. They have a tougher one next week.
Muhammad throwing back to the left. Joitza had to go up and get it and able to drag a man with him out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 will set up 3rd and short.
Yeah, I guess good job. Just the pass over the defense, allowing right to get there.
So 3rd and a long yard. Most makeable 3rd down of the night.
Yes, for sure.
For Coon Rapids. Handoff, Joitza met in the backfield, and he is going to be stopped.
We'll see where they place
short
him.
of the first down.
Yeah.
Fourth and 1, Cardinals keeping the offense on the field. Nope, now they're sending out the punting unit. Young standing inside his own 10-yard line. Josh Ryther is the return man, standing just on the Cardinals side of midfield. And this one's going to carry back into the Anoka side of the field. It's about to take Cardinal bounce, or a tornado bounce, so the Cardinals down it. But Anoka will take over just on their side of midfield, a huge lead.
He had about 5.5 minutes remaining.
Start from their own 49-yard line.
Oh, we'll just see if they keep it on the ground here and just try and run out that last 5 minutes.
Handoff goes to Brody Rush, bounces to the outside, stiff arm, and finally wrapped up and stopped after a gain of about 7.
Again, no hurry, get off plays. Huge lead, running clock, homecoming. So everybody wants to celebrate the win and get to those festivities.
And they want to make, I think, primary right now, make sure everybody else stays healthy.
Oh, for sure.
You've pretty much secured the win at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Good pursuit down the line, forces Rush into a short loss. It'll be 3rd down and 5. I call it 3rd and 4. Sieben throws incomplete. Pass intended for Ryther on the near side.
I'll make it 4th down. Yeah, man, he's got to be pretty happy with the bounce back by his squad from a week ago.
Well, slightly
Well, no, but you made a
different
statement.
opponent.
But you made a statement,
Yep.
and you put 55 points on the board, so he's got to be happy about that. Granted, it's not like...
Yeah, their other 3 games this year have all been pretty close.
Yep.
A win over Blaine. Pass complete, right side, and a 1st down for Caden Band. But who else they beat? Champlain Park?
I think so.
I think. Week 1. And then their loss, a defensive score by St. Michael Albertville late in the game, week 2. And then, of course, last week did not at all go their way.
Yeah, they won 25-13 to open the season against Champlain Park, and then that loss, as you mentioned. But a nice 27-14 win over Blaine before they hooked up with the Crimson.
Run by Bergen for a couple. Rush back in behind Sieben. Under 2 minutes remaining. Sieben to throw. Little swing pass complete to Rush. Bounces back inside as the 1st down and more. Refusing to go down. Finally stopped up just shy of the 10-yard line. So they will be able to get a 1st down without getting to the end zone.
Yeah, but clock continues to run. But again, that was a nice play by Rush because he was able to cut back into the middle, towards the middle of the field, and pick up additional yardage. You know, they may be up 55-7, but these guys want to continue to fight hard, try and put more points on the board, I'm sure.
Well, especially you talk about, you don't really want to rub it in.
No.
Per se, but for these guys, they want to show what they can
Absolutely.
do. That, hey, coach, I deserve some more playing time before the game is out of hand one way or the other. Rush again on the carry, and not a lot there off the right side. This is possibly the last play of the contest right here. And they are going to just take a knee.
And that is the last one.
And it will indeed be the last play of the game. What a night for Zach Welch.
Yeah.
150 yards, 3 touchdowns rushing, and then add a 64-yard scoop and score off the blocked field goal.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no question about that he just had a phenomenal night. And this whole team had a really nice night, and they just obviously dominated the Cardinals in every facet of the game here. So Cardinals, we'll see what happens at their quarterback position from next week if Snow can go.
Yeah, the injury carousel and how nicked up is Jeremy Oddie.
Yeah, that is correct.
What is his availability going to be? When, if at all, do they see Danny Scheller again?
Yeah, I mean, Danny's still on crutches, and obviously they're going to give him as much time as they need. And, he obviously want to get back at some point in the season if he can. But,
well, and they'd all like to be back next week, despite the fact that they're facing the number 1 squad in the state. It is homecoming.
It is homecoming.
Which is always a special time for the football squad, and they all want to be on the field.
They do.
And being an impact player. But, what will it look like next week? We will have to wait and see. 5 games into the season, only 3 scores. All 3 have been of 60-plus yards. Cardinals need to be able to find consistency in a drive ending up in the end zone. Here's a look at what we have coming up for you next week. We've got volleyball on Tuesday, swimming on Thursday, and then football on Friday. A very busy week. We'll, of course, have highlights for you of everybody's action on Monday on Sports Night. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.